What's up, my nuggets? MisterFantasmo here, and it is yet again another Friday. I know we've been having a lot of Fridays recently. It seems almost weekly we're encountering these wonderful days where I can come on the internet. I don't know, that's just a weird statement, come on the internet. It doesn't really roll off the tongue as well as I thought it would. But that's okay. Anyways, okay. I remember what I was going to talk about. Today is Call of Booty. The Call of Booty is... So, if you remember those sounds that I just made, you will know what the Call of Booty is. You see how I just rolled with that? Okay. Anyways, let's just answer some. Jesus, I'm allergic to Jesus, and it's a very religious day today. Good Friday. Keep sneezing. All right, can we get down to business, please? Jeez, guys. All right, Call of Booty. You know the deal. If you don't know the deal, it's basically I take questions that you guys have about girls that you leave in the comment sections. And then I answer them. I answer the most popular ones. Really, it just comes down to the ones that I want to answer. And today, we'll start off with, we're going to try and answer two questions again today. The first one comes from, I'm pretty sure this was the highest rated comment from the last video with 82 thumbs up. It is from ZPIIIC14. And he says, I got two girls that live in my neighborhood who are both pretty good looking and they are good friends. How can I get a threesome with them? Well, ZPIIIC14, I'll tell you exactly how you're going to get a threesome with them. And you're in luck because if you have just two random girls that you like but they don't know each other and they're not good friends, it's probably not going to be very easy to get a threesome with them. But since they're good friends and they're good looking, then that makes them perfect candidates for a threesome pleasome in your bedroom tonight. Or probably tonight, because Friday is the day for threesomes around my part of town. So I'm hoping that if you live anywhere near Albuquerque, New Mexico, that you would just try and move closer to where I am, because then you would get a threesome. But to get straight down to business and tell you from a personal standpoint how I would go about this situation and how I have gone about this situation in the past before is you're going to want to go on a double date with them. And now when I say double date, I don't technically mean double date, because the main thing that you're going to think about when I say double date is, okay, well, you're going to want to have you and one of your buddies go out with your girl and another girl. That's not the kind of double date I'm talking about. I'm talking about the selfish kind of double date where it's like you and two girls and that's it. That's the date. Now, the tricky part about this is girls are not going to necessarily jump on the opportunity to go on a double date with only one boy unless they're complete sluts, and it would be wise of you to just stay away from that kind of threesome, because that can get really hairy and herpes filled. So anyways, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and trick them, because that, as guys, we always are trying to trick girls because we know that we are just not really good enough for these women, so we have to trick them into thinking that they need us more than we need them, which is never the case, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna probably start out by just asking them if they want to hang out casually somewhere, but like I said, make sure that they don't invite anyone else except for you, and that's it. Now they can, if you want to, increase your chances, you can always invite, you can have them invite their girlfriends, but you don't want to have them invite too many girlfriends to where it's just a girls' night out with this random weird guy that's following us everywhere. So it'd be preferable just to get you and the two girls to go somewhere, go hang out. Not the movies. I hate going anywhere with a girl, or I hate going to the movies with a girl, because you don't have enough time to interact and really implement plant that seed in their brain that tells them that you're important. So, I don't know, go play putt-putt, go bowling, go something where you can be a little bit more social. And what you're going to do during this, and this is the tricky part, but, you know, threesomes are never an easy thing. So what you're going to try to do is you're basically going to try to flirt with both of them equally at different times. So you're going to flirt with one because if these girls agree to going out with you by themselves, regardless of whether they think it's a date or not, it's always a competition. Girls do everything that they do to impress other girls. They don't wear makeup and wear fancy dresses for you because they know that you don't care. They dress up and wear fancy makeup for all of the other girls that may see them that night. So instinctively, girls are very competitive towards each other. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pretend like you're their friend. You're going to pretend like you're one of them is just your friend, and one of them is you really like, and you're going to be flirting with them. And then once they start to bite, and once they catch on to that bait, then you're going to completely switch it around and do the exact opposite. So you're going to, the girl that was just your friend before, you're now going to start flirting with her, and the girl that you were flirting with, now you're just going to start being their friend. And then once she starts to bite, then you just keep flipping it more and more and more, like shorter, like you just send them all like flirty signals, and eventually they will. Now some girls are just too good, and they won't agree to a threesome at all. But you know, and of course, alcohol always helps in a threesome situation. So if you can implement that in there, that's great. If not, then you can just give them the 5 simple words that I always use in order to start a threesome, and that is cherry pie or apple pie. And if they answer something around the, you know, something, if they answer that question, then you're probably good to go for the threesome. It's really hard to explain the final step, but I've explained steps up to that, and I hope that can help you with your girl adventures. So good luck. Make sure to keep me posted with how your threesome adventure goes, and we all wish you the best of luck here from MisterFantasmo's channel. Okay, next question. This question was not the highest rated question, but I still liked it because I look for, a lot of these questions get repeated in my videos, like that a threesome question has come up a lot, and this one, something like this has come up in most of my videos, so I figured I'd answer it. This one came from Rafflecopter Has Landed, and he had a question for me that I'm going to answer. So here it is. It's, "Hi Phantasmo, I have a girl that I like, but I don't know how to approach her. If you could please tell me some ways that I could start to interact more with her, that'd be great." Now I feel like this is definitely a foundation, you know, and it's probably a problem that a lot of guys have in today society, is that they have a girl that they like, but they don't know how to talk to her. And once you get that ice broken, then it opens up a whole level of new strategies that you can go about in order to better your relationship with her. So the icebreakers are always difficult, and they're very situational. It's not like I can tell you, oh, say this to her, because it might not work for your situation. But as vaguely as I could describe it to you, I would say that you have to figure out something, some way, sometime in your day, in your guys' schedule, where you meet, which I'm assuming that you do meet, unless you're just like sitting at the cafeteria, like staring at her across the table, which in that case, you're just going to have to really make a move, go over, and just start a conversation that way. But it's better that if you just casually meet and you bring up, I don't know, an interest that she has, something, comment something, maybe something that you guys share as an interest. But more times than not, girls just want to hear about themselves, and they want you to talk about them. When you're telling some girl about all these cool things that you did, she doesn't care at all. What she wants to do is tell you about all the things that she does. She wants to brag to you. So if you can get that kind of conversation going, then you'll be good. You'll be in good. You also don't want to be like too nicey nice of a guy. Like you don't want to act like you really care too much right when you first start talking to her, because then she might take it the wrong way, and then you guys might get trapped in the friend zone. And there's been a lot of concerns about that in the comment section. So if you want to stay away from the friend zone, then I wouldn't recommend being too risque in the very beginning and too overpowering in the relationship. But eventually you'll be able to get there, and then hopefully you can just eventually talk to her more and more. And like I said, it really is a situational thing. It really depends on, you know, how often you interact with her, if you interact with her at all. If you don't interact with her at all, that's probably the hardest way to go about starting a conversation. Maybe if you have friends, if you have friends of friends, and you guys have friends that are each other's friends, and you can have a friend party with My Little Pony season 1 through 5, and if you put that in, VHS is actually a lot better for My Little Pony than DVD is. It just has, because you can, even though the DVD has the bonus commentary, you can still, you know, it's like the director's cut and what they were thinking when they made the Rainbow Land, a bridge between Happy Town and Rainbow Land. I just like that. As much as good as that is, you really can get like the grainy film of the VHS, and it'll be a lot more pleasurable to her friends, and it'll distract her friends, so you can kind of pull her aside and be like, hey, you know, now that we're alone, basically, because your friends are all mesmerized by my hypnotic My Little Pony on VHS, season 2 has the most subliminal messages in there that will keep your friends occupied and her friends occupied, and it might even start a relationship between your two sets of friends, so you can kill like 20 birds with one gigantic boulder with that. So other than that, that was just basically me rambling for an entire minute because I saw that my video wasn't over yet, and I purposely picked a longer video, some random Modern Warfare 2 video that I had, just because it always usually takes me a really long time to answer these questions. But other than that, I hope that you are well versed now further to go out tonight and, you know, rack them up and just break them. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Our motto for the night is any girl that we see, just smile at. That's what you got to do. If you think a girl's cute and you make eye contact, smile at her. That's my quick tip for the night, and it'll get a lot of conversations started, and it'll get a lot of clocks working in those girls' heads, and that's what we want as men. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free, as always, to leave comments in the comment section. The highest rated comment will get answered in the next video, as well as a random question that I want to answer. So feel free to submit your questions, and hopefully I can get to yours next week. I will see you guys later. Peace, Nuggets.